Yes, I. Once again, dear viewers, everywhere you are, this is Yetu African TV. Yes, sir, it's me, Ras T Sanamu Kalobo, here in Kampala, Uganda, East Africa. Yes, sir. So, with a deep solo, again, I've got some sad news, you know. Yesterday, on 11th of November, 2021, we lost another elder by the name of Baba T, another soldier, another pillar in Rastafari, another pillar in reggae music, another pillar in Pan-Africanism, because he was more than a Rasta. He was more than reggae music. He connected with a lot of people. So who is Baba T? For me, he's my elder, and I give thanks. I give thanks to the Most High, because into this road of life, I met the man, and we talked with the man not once, not twice, not thrice, you know. So let me give you the intro. Who is Baba T? His real name is Emsley Anthony Raymoult Smith. Emsley Anthony Raymoult Smith. He was a Jamaican, born in Jamaica, you know, and a very humble man. And we started his journey before he came to Africa, you know. He left Jamaica when he was 20 years, you know, when he was 20 years. And by that time, it was after the Second World War, when the British lost the war and like it was bankrupt, you know. They needed manpower to work into the industries to rebuild back the economy. So they needed help from the Commonwealth countries. And that's why a lot of Caribbeans, they were invited to the UK to rebuild the scrambling and the shaken economy after the wars. So that's when this is the time when his mom told him he need to go and work. He was in 20s, you know. And by that time he left by that time was his girlfriend, who now, up to currently until he passed on, is the wife, Mama T, you know. They've been together for so long. They've fought the battle for so long, two of them, you know. Talking about being loyal and being overstanding to one another. This is the example. That's why I talk about this today, because it's the example most of people we need to learn from these two. So he left to go to England, and he was doing different kind of jobs, you know, talking about painting, plumbing, welding, whatever, you know, make ends meet. Then after that, that was 1960. 1960 he left Jamaica to go to England. You know, I know most of you guys were not born. But the man by 1960, even my cameraman is smiling there, 1960, he got his bag and his passport, Jamaican passport, and go to England and start life, you know. And then after there, he spent for some time, then he went to Vienna, where he started his record shops, you know, selling records and, you know, distributing. And he made life, you know. And then he decided to come to Africa, motherland. He came to Tanzania. By that time, it was 1998. And he came from the invitation from Nyerere, you know, rest in power, Kambalage Nyerere Mwalimu. So, Baba T, from the time he came, 1998, the contribution he has done, not only to Tanzania, but to all the region of East Africa. When you talk about reggae music, talking about reggae and justice, reggae and understanding ourselves, you know. So for me, myself, I knew a lot of records from him, I have to acknowledge, because by that time, very few radios, get it clear, very few radios in 1998 in Tanzania, they had reggae programs. They would air reggae very little. But he came and started the program in East African radio. Yeah, East African radio. And then he came into East African TV when he had the Lovers Rock, you know. So for people who are reggae fighters, reggae revolutionaries, they know what I'm talking about, you know. They know who Baba T was, you know. The man behind the whole engineering and architecture of building up a reggae music. My brother from TZ, a reggae musician from TZ, very big reggae musician. Jiko Manyika, Jiko Man, people they know him, you know. I listened most of his tracks from the programs of Baba T. I remember there's a track, it was like a Wongo War, if I'm correct, you know. So we have to pay much respect because he is the living example. He was the living example, like everything is possible. And as an elder, he didn't choose who to talk to. He didn't just talk to Rastas. He talked with everybody. Whether you have locks, you don't have locks, whether you're Christian, you're Muslim, you're Buddhist, you are whatever you believe in. He was a friendly man who can relate and talk with everybody from every angle or every scope of life, you know. I was with him at the studio, I think it was 2007, in East African Radio in Dar es Salaam, Mwenge. I was talking about the launching of Uganda Rastafari movement, about launching to fundraising to buy land. I was the first one to talk about it in Tanzania, 2007, and it was through the help of Baba T. You know, we aired it, and everyone all over the region got to know about the Uganda Rastafarian movement, you know. And then he came to Uganda. He came to Uganda 2 times. And the last time, why I want to tell you this, because a very close friend of mine, Sister Ife Pianki, she managed to do an interview with him, you know. And that interview, we will air it as yet to. Very soon, it will be premiered, and you don't have to miss it, because it was very deep, very deep. And he talked a lot about himself, you know. So he passed away yesterday after he survived stroke for 3 months in Dar es Salaam. The hospital is called Lubinsia in Tegeta, place called Tegeta. And we give thanks to the brother Gota Aile. Yeah, we had Gota Aile was, you know, a person who was really helping Mama T for caring our elder. I know it's not easy. It's not easy at all. I've been there. But you stood strong. And everybody, brothers and sisters who have been close, Rasta Mumbi, yes I, give thanks. Jiko Manyika, give thanks for everything you've done to give support to the Mama and Papa. Yes I, his name is Ras T. Before he became Baba T, he was Ras T. Yeah, man. And he's, I remember one of the things he always tell me, like, live clean and let your work be seen, you know. And you don't have to argue. You don't have to place yourself and impose your will and what you believe into others. And that's why I see his relationship to others. Even his working place, people can testify. He would bring sweets for every presenter there at the office, and if you are not around, you will find in your folder or in your under the, you know, on your table, because he was a friend. He didn't want you to be scared of him. No, he wanted you to come and tell him. You know, he liked to listen. You know, he liked to listen, and he said every day of your life should be about learning. And Africa, all of it is our home. He's a very proud African man. And one time he told the youth, man, I am proud of being African. Are you? Yeah? So we will bring you more of Baba T this week, you know, his speeches and his documentaries. But yeah, it's really sad. So we are going to send him as yet to African TV. I say thank you for watching, and subscribe and share and like. Give thanks.